Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and I know I'm doing 3 videos today, but the 3 deaths are very illustrative of problems in abortion practice in America. And today we're looking at a safe and legal abortion that was ultimately ruled a homicide. It all started on July 28th of 2009 when 30-year-old Ying Chen, who did not speak English, went to Dr. Andrew Rutland's combination acupuncture clinic and abortion facility in a San Gabriel, California strip mall. She arrived at about 11 a.m. A Chinese translator was present, but the medical board documents don't indicate whether Rutland provided the translator or whether Ying brought the person. Now, Ying was 16 or 17 weeks pregnant by examination, which was well into the second trimester. But Rutland didn't document when Ying's last period was, nor did he even document her height and weight. He didn't include an ultrasound report in her chart. The chart did, however, contain 2 signed informed consent forms for first trimester abortion. And because of how advanced Ying's pregnancy was, the plan was for Rutland to insert laminaria, which are little dried seaweed sticks that absorb moisture, expand and dilate the cervix. And he was going to then perform the abortion several hours later. And Ying asked for medication for this procedure. Rutland injected Ying with Demerol, which he was not authorized to dispense in an unauthorized setting. He brought the drug from his Anaheim office. And he didn't document the administration of the Demerol in Ying's chart. He positioned Ying for the laminary insertion procedure and injected her cervix with 4 injections of lidocaine, which he had also brought from his Anaheim office. Within minutes of the injection, Rutland told the board Ying's arms and legs contracted, but she was alert and responsive with good blood pressure. Rutland started an IV. Now, about 10 minutes later, Ying was having trouble speaking and breathing. Rutland called the acupuncturist in and another doctor to supposedly help try to revive Ying. Finally, at 1:19 p.m., the acupuncturist called an ambulance. And by the time the ambulance arrived, about a minute later, Ying was in full cardiorespiratory arrest, and the paramedics reported that nobody was providing this young woman with any care. The medics took Ying to San Gabriel Medical Center, where she died 6 days later of lidocaine toxicity. In his statement to the medical board, Rutland said he wasn't even aware that the clinic had a crash cart because it was kept in the back of the facility. Now, fat load of good it would have done. It was stocked with expired medications. But he didn't think the clinic had a crash cart. He had his crash cart from Anaheim in his car, but didn't bother to bring it into the clinic. And we've seen it again and again and again. They're doing abortions without proper emergency equipment on site. Never see the pro-choicers get upset about it. Never. And, oh yeah, nobody at the facility was certified in CPR. Again, gosh, when have we seen that before? The medical examiner was so appalled by the dubious care provided to Ying Chen that he ruled her death a homicide. And her boyfriend filed a wrongful death suit on behalf of the couple's 2-year-old daughter. Now, the California Medical Board found that Rutland had been operating a facility that wasn't properly equipped for emergencies, which casts doubt on his professional judgment. Do you think? Yeah, he didn't carry malpractice insurance, and he had lied to the DEA about his medical license having been previously suspended. The board found that Rutland administered lidocaine without knowing the safe dosage range or maximum safe dose, and that his response to the medical crisis was inappropriate in that he failed to recognize lidocaine toxicity in a timely manner, did not give the patient an oxygen mask, and delayed calling the paramedics. So he was shown to present a risk of danger and likelihood of injury to the public, but the medical board still did not yank his license. They just banned him from doing any more abortions, performing other surgeries, or delivering any more babies. He decided to permanently surrender his license on February 11th of 2011 rather than face the pending disciplinary proceedings. Less than a month after he was banned from performing abortions, he got caught scheduling them in a sting operation, but his attorney argued that it was okay because he was doing chemical abortions. It was his daughter who was performing the surgical abortions. And this was not Rutland's first run-in with the medical board. He had surrendered his license in October of 2002 after allegations of negligence, misconduct, and incompetence of his treatment of pregnant women, gynecological patients, and newborns, including the death of an obstetric patient and of 2 babies. So, I mean, this guy was a total quack. He regained his license by promising to work only under the supervision of another physician. He chose, and the medical board approved, Dr. Christopher Dotson Jr., who was himself on administrative probation with the medical board. Now, pro-lifers in California had been complaining since early March of 2009 to the medical board about Rutland, that he was running an abortion clinic in Southern California without another physician supervising him in violation of his board probation. But he was allowed to stay open and commit homicide in the death of Ying Chen.